You probably clicked on this video already agreeing with me. You're smart, you understand what's going on. You know Xbox is in big trouble. Xbox has been beat down and stomped on for what feels like an eternity, aka the release of the Xbox One. Actually, it was probably before that when they came up with that absolutely god-awful name and completely ruined their reputation with a disaster of an E3 appearance back in 2013. Looking back on it, that really was the pivotal moment for Xbox as a brand, and locked them in just as straight-up losers, always stuck miles behind PlayStation with no chance at recovering. Even Phil Spencer agrees.
We're not in the business of out-consoling Sony. There isn't really a great solution or win for us.
And not only did they lose the console war, but it's like they're losing a grip on reality. The reality being that they've got any hope at all. But let me let you in on a tiny little freaking secret, dudes. I'm an Xbox believer. Fuck it, I'll say it loud and proud. I support Xbox. I'm not an Xbox fanboy by any means, but I always believe in those Microsoft bastards, and I'm always hoping they can turn it around. And why is that, you might be asking? Because of Halo. I love Halo. Always have, always will. And yes, of course, 343 has done literally everything in their power to make sure Halo dies the most horrific, gruesome death imaginable, and is completely abandoned and forgotten by the general gaming public. But I still have faith. And I think when you look at Halo, you can directly relate it to the general sentiment of Xbox. When Halo is doing bad, it means Xbox is doing bad. And ever since Halo started doing bad is when Xbox started shooting itself in the foot over and over and over and over. There is no Xbox without Halo. And for some reason, it's like Xbox doesn't understand that, and instead are hedging their bets on games like Perfect Dark and Fable. But you know what didn't push any console sales or shoot your reputation up to the frickin' sky, dude? Perfect Dark and Fable. Sure, both of those games look cool and have potential, and I'm sure they'll be pretty solid games, but let's be real here, folks. Perfect Dark on N64 was fine, and the sequel was absolute dumpster fire garbage. And Fable was good, but was anyone running out to buy an Xbox just to play Fable? I don't think so. So maybe turn your focus back towards the games that really made the Xbox and Xbox 360 stand out as the #1 place to play games. And that was these two bad boys. I mean, at least they're bringing back classic Gears and it looks... But listen, you're right. It's not just about those games. And at Fake E3, Xbox came out swinging their big veiny ensemble of studios and let the world take a cute little peek at what's coming to Xbox. And brother, let me tell ya, they got the freaking goods, dude. Xbox showed banger after banger in a showcase that rivaled the greats of E3 of the past. And they showed us that Xbox is still in the game and they're not going freaking anywhere, dude. But then they go and do this, and this, and then you're left thinking, what the hell is Xbox doing, dog? And on one hand, they're all like, oh, we love you guys, here's some cool games. And on the other, they're all like, ha ha, get fucked, idiot. And it's probably because of this. The purchase of Activision changed the entire game for Xbox. Not just because they now own Call of Duty and will shove that down our throats so freaking hard that we'll forget Halo ever existed, but because the purchase of Activision is not only the biggest acquisition in Xbox's history, it's the biggest acquisition in Microsoft's history. So suddenly, all eyes at Microsoft are on this guy. And Phil Spencer suddenly doesn't have the kind of free reign like he used to. Suddenly there's a lot more money riding on Xbox, which means they're gonna need a lot more money coming in. And that's why we're seeing these changes and these price increases. And it's why when things don't make money, they don't get a second chance. They get cut. And it's why when the Series X isn't selling, they pivot even harder to cloud gaming, letting you play directly on your Amazon Fire Stick. Xbox just isn't that same indie gaming company you once adored. It's a super mega giganto Amazon style, crush all the little guys, absorb all the medium guys, and kill everyone and anything that gets in our way kind of gaming company. And that just ain't it. They wanted to build a Japanese audience but couldn't bother wasting time and money on that, so they cut their only Japanese developer. They wanted to try smaller and interesting games, but those don't make Call of Duty money, so they scrapped those and canceled them.
It's always been one step forward and 2 steps back.
And it's led them to where they are today, at the bottom of the frickin' barrel, dude. No one respects Xbox anymore except the Xbox fanboys, and even people like me. Do I care about Xbox? No. They lost me a long time ago, and they're losing more and more people by the day. And treating Halo like it's dogshit was one of the worst mistakes they've ever made. And all it did was prove to Xbox fans that nothing at Xbox is sacred, and that the only thing that matters is money. I mean Game Pass. I mean money. It's money. Xbox is cooked.